done. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there. Gang, you already know. And also want to give a shout out to all my 2-2s and my 3-3s and my 2-2-2s and my 3-3-3s and my 7-7-7s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. Also, I want to give a shout out to those of you that have came to the channel that are new. Welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification to be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. Now, this Spazz out is for Scorpios. Now, see, when it comes to Scorpio, it will be a survival guide. Welcome NY to the South. What's going on? Not to the South. Hope I'm saying your name right. And see, the problem is, like, when you as a Pisces are dealing with a Scorpio, it always seems as though you guys get along in the beginning, as you guys may know it, and you guys may have had similar experiences. You guys get along when you first meet, but it's like the Scorpio tends to push a little too far and thinking that everything revolves around them, to where they want to take control of everything. And they do it in a subtle, sneaky way. You know, they'll make it seem as though they want to, they want to start a project with you. They always try to appear to be, helping, helpful in the situation. But New York to the South. Okay, I got you. Welcome. Yeah, but thanks for correcting me, because yeah, I thought it was I thought you meant it differently. Yeah, so how about you, New York to the South? What's your experience with Scorpio? I'd like to know. So this is the thing. You get this push and pull feeling when you're dealing with a Scorpio as a Pisces. Now, one thing for certain is that you may feel the need to fight or flight. And yeah, you might feel that it's easier said than done. And then a lot of times you may just want to leave silently anyway, because one thing about Scorpio is that everything is intensified when you're dealing with them. Their emotions are very heavy on themselves. So when they start to, when you go one-on-one with them and you're just trying to find it, get an understanding, you just want to talk, it's not going to just go the way that you as a Pisces would think it would go. You will realize that, damn, why did I open the can of worms? Like, dang, is we going to really fight here? It is just like it's like a psychological warfare. It's like the way that they approach a situation is very intense. They have these deep emotions, and it's almost like you're at the center ring of and targeted, just because you basically caught the Scorpio on a power trip. Let me see. Yeah, so when it comes to who is this? Let me see. Yeah, when you're dealing with a Scorpio, it's never going to feel safe. As a Pisces, you will know this. Your intuition will show you this, and your intuition is almost like a set of blinds. You want to look into things deeper, because you know that something unsettling is outside of the window. You know that something about the Scorpio is off. And it's like, what does the Scorpio really want? What is their true desire? Well, when it comes to a Pisces, it's full, they want to take advantage. Now, you got some that are more laid back than others, especially when you're dealing. See, October and November Scorpios they behave very differently. So when you're dealing with the November Scorpio, they're a little bit more reserved. They're a little bit more quieter, and they do things subtly. But the October Scorpios are off the chain. Yes, indeed, New York. Yeah, they behave more like fire signs. But see, what I don't like and what this Spazz out is for is what I hate about Scorpios. The number one thing is that be direct with your intentions. See, don't try to appear to be, You want to appear to be helpful and this so-called friend, but then lo and behold, you have all ulterior motives at hand that you want to accomplish for yourself. And not to mention, they're very capable of trying to take credit for the Pisces ideas. Everything that the Pisces contributed to the situation to help Scorpio, Scorpio tries to make it seem like it was all their idea the whole time. See, they'll say, yeah, I got this and it's mine and I own it. And it's like, you wouldn't have got there had it not been for me, dude. Like, it's like, what is so hard to just say that somebody else did something? And that's the most annoying thing. That's the most annoying thing is that you know, the power trip, the I have to have my way. But then how they go about it is like, they'll be nice to you just to try to see if that's going to help them get what they want. Now, when it comes to confronting a Scorpio, let's say you may feel that it's not necessary for you to leave silently. That may not work. It may come to a head where you and that Scorpio will end up having an intense argument. It could get into an intense fight. Why is this? Because Scorpios, they can't handle slights. And also they can't handle indifferences. It's like if you tell them something and let's say you feel the after effects of what is currently going on, especially when there's ulterior motives, you start to react to those effects, right? So then you start to bring it to the Scorpio's attention because they're trying to hide things and trying to sugarcoat things anyway. So then you start to bring it to the Scorpio's attention like, hey, when I gave you, you know, that $50 to get you a new pair of shoes, why did you get on Facebook and say, oh yeah, look what I bought? Like, you didn't buy them with your own money. You bought those with somebody else's money. So that doesn't give you the right to brag and say, oh yeah, I bought these. That's the type of energy you're dealing with when you're dealing with a Scorpio. Very self-centered, and it's annoying. Shout out to Locked Up. Welcome. Said, yo, what's going on? And New York said exactly, they hide all the time. Facts. It's the fact that they always hide their true intentions. That is the most annoying thing, because once you find out what they truly wanted in that situation, they try to steal the option of you saying no. They want to avoid and pivot and try to avoid you basically saying no to them. So they'll try to make it seem like they're on your side. They see your side of things, make you feel good, and then that's all manipulation. It's all to just get what they want from you. So as soon as they get that of what they wanted from you, the hell with you. It's almost like I never knew you. See? And that's the problem. So when you are dealing with a Scorpio, you have to ask yourself, one thing as a Pisces, is this somebody that you can trust? Is this somebody that is honorable? And the answer is no. No, because the more power they get from a person or they obtain in a situation, what else do they have to be honest about if they already got what they want? So don't be surprised if you start being disrespected by the Scorpio all of a sudden. It goes from what's up, bro, until a person just starts to clown you and say disrespectful things, throwing disrespectful digs and just, sarcasm and all these arsenals of showing, you would think that, hey man, are you on your monthly? Are you on your monthly or something, dude? Because that's the way they'll come across. It's almost like, where's all this negative energy because it doesn't match their character. It's almost like, oh, you must have had a vendetta, or maybe this is just you anyway. Like maybe this is the real you. But bring that same, keep the same energy when you ask for things from a Pisces. Because it's the thing. Like Pisces, it's not that, okay, I understand some people may feel, well, it's the Pisces' fault because, hey, he should have known better. But that's, everybody knows you can't always use that, because the way that a Scorpio wraps, the way they wrap something, they put a bow on it. Hey, it's presented to you as a Christmas gift, and nobody knows what's behind it. No one knows what's behind the mask until they find out that, okay, this is not what I thought it was with this Scorpio. And you got to always know behind the mask is always something unsettling. It's always something that will trigger you into knowing that, oh, I have to be defensive. I have to put my guards up when I'm dealing with this Scorpio because I just might become their victim. I might just become a victim to what their personal life consists of. See, because that's what a Scorpio does. They like to lash out on things. So it's always indirect. You're lashing out on me because you have to pay child support, or you didn't get a full paycheck from your job because you owe child support. Whose fault is that? It's not the Pisces fault. But you want to have that, you want to share that misery because you want to control the Pisces emotions. What's going on, Palace? Welcome. What's going on? Welcome to the live. And see, that's the thing I hate about Scorpios is that, dude, you gotta stop trying to, first off, it's Halloween is at the end of the month. Stop trying to wear the mask outside of the whole aspect of it being a holiday, because that's what a Scorpio does. You will never know who they really are until it's too late. See? So let's just say they're shiesty, and the whole time they're trying to present themselves to look innocent, and oh, I'm on your side, and yeah, you're right. Well, gotta watch that, because they're gonna end up asking for something. They're gonna ask for your help some way, somehow, and they will betray you. And I'm gonna tell you the secret. They get obsessed with this, man. They get obsessed with the whole control aspect and them wanting to get revenge. Any intense emotion, they will apply it 10 times 10 to the 10th power. And they really harp on that. So it's like, if you said something out of you just merely joking around with a Scorpio, and you say, hey man, damn man, it sound like you on your period, man. What's up? You done had a bad day today. You might just say that, and you could be that Scorpio best friend, so-called woo. And guess what? They're gonna take that to the chest. They're gonna take that little comment you said to the chest. So they're gonna try to convert something, whip up something, and try to create a weapon to use against you because you said something, and they feel slighted. And everybody knows that it's a weakness to be offended by anything. If I can just step on your shoe and that's enough to get you to just lose, you're going to put it all on the line, your marriage and your job. You put all that on the line because you want to really show me something. Okay, how smart is that? So now you're going to land yourself in jail. Now you're going to end up putting your family at risk, starving them, because now you might catch a battery charge or something to put on your record. So, and we I'm not gonna go all the way off into that, but you guys catch my drift on that. Baby Hawk said Pisces be flip-flopping. Heard about y'all from many. Is it true? I would say it depends what you mean by flip-flopping, because one thing for another is that people forget, and this is something that you have to know this yourself. You have to really watch your Pisces, because a flip-flopper is somebody that you don't know what they're doing from. Okay, so one fish is doing one thing, see, and then one fish is hiding, see. So you don't never know which Pisces, what side of Pisces you're gonna actually get. So you could be like, and it goes off of your vibe. So when you approach a Pisces, if you got anything in you that is false, any type of act that you're putting up, any type of just non-authentic, just, anything about yourself that's not true, not real, you're going to hate a Pisces. No matter, you might say they're flip-floppy, because, yeah, the thing about it is a Pisces is afraid to hurt your feelings. Most Pisces can attest to this, is that most Pisces feel like, oh, if I say this to you, I don't think you can handle the truth. You're living a lie so much, 100% of the time, I don't even think you could take 1 ounce of truth. So if I tell you something and I'm trying to help you, it could be constructive. You might just start bawling. You might get upset. But know that a Pisces will stir your emotions by what they say to you. could get you riled up, could get you so mad that you just explode because you have no self-control. And that's why I say when a Pisces start to talk to you, they're going to speak to you in such a way that you're going to realize that, wow, I need to get it together. But they are true friends here, because they'll tell you, hey, man, you know, ever since you got out of jail, man, you just been playing around, man. It seemed like you got worse. And then a Pisces would say something like, oh, you know what, man, you know, ever since you got out of jail, man, it just seems like you're just snowballing. And you say that, and it could be the absolute truth, but guess what? Nobody wants to hear that. And a lot of people can't accept what you said. So they're going to get offended. They're going to feel like you're judging them, like you're hawking them. And that's the thing what they say, Pisces flip-floppy, because, yeah, Pisces might have been holding back from telling you the real deal, because they know you can't handle it. Like, they know if I was to say this to him, man, I know I'm gonna end up losing a friend, or hey, I know if I say this to her, then the relationship's over. Like, and that's where a Pisces get themselves caught into that whole back and forth. Well, hey, should I water it down? Because yeah, that's why I said a Pisces could be delusional on purpose to protect your feelings and emotions, because they know how easy it is for a person to feel things, because a Pisces feel everything anyway. So yeah, like I had a situation. I had a customer, because I do a little Instacart on the side. I had a customer, and the customer, I already knew he was going to be on some BS from the jump, because he started texting me. And that's one of my pet peeves, is I hate to be, text while I'm trying to work, while I'm trying to shop, grocery shop. And the guy kept texting me, look like just stupid stuff. I could tell he was just literally poking, just trying to get me to get pissed off and, maybe he thought I was going to be dumb enough to write something to him to get myself in trouble, lose my job, right? But he kept sending me these paragraphs, and he's like, yo, instead of the plastic bags, I would like to have the paper bags, please. And then he was saying things like, oh, make sure you get the right water, and I don't want the substitutions, and yeah, I don't drink Ice Mountain. And I'm like, dude, you really acting like you on your period. You're acting like what is what I really wanted to say. But I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm not going to say anything. And then I'm like, if anything, I'm going to bait. I'm just going to use his energy to bait him into getting him in trouble. See, so by me holding back and not saying anything, he's going to end up writing the wrong paragraph, and I'm going to screenshot and send it to Instacart. So that's the thing. So mind you, I'm already prepared for his energy. I ended up delivering his groceries, and he showed up. He came to the door half naked, and then he's like, oh, I asked for paper bags. Why do you have plastic bags? I'm looking at this man, because he looked like 45 in the face. I'm like, your kitchen is literally a half a foot away from where you're standing. Get your lazy ass, come get these damn I literally was going to just sit them right there on the floor. Like, it's just plastic, man. Dang, it's just plastic. What are we arguing over? Paper or plastic? It doesn't fucking matter. You're going to take the groceries out of the bag, and you're going to put them in the fridge. But I knew it wasn't about that. It was some type of thing he was using to get someone riled up on purpose. And that's what Scorpio does. Scorpio will use things to set you off. And it's almost like a moth to a flame. It's like you just touched that little bit of fire that was just, it don't even have to be a huge fire. It's just because you got close to it. That's all it took to set you off. That one little flame just touched your knits on your shorts, and next thing you know, they're on fire. And that's the thing, is that people don't understand that. And then they get on here and they say, oh, seems like you're going too tough. It seems like a Scorpio hurt you. Oh, it seems like, no. See, that's the thing. You guys are being brainwashed, listening to the so-called astrologers telling you guys, oh yeah, Scorpio this and Scorpio that. And yeah, it's a great combination of, it's a lot of compatibility here. No, man. No, because listen, when you are, I'll put it like this. When you're a Pisces and you're dealing with a Scorpio. This is a karmic bond, man. This is a karmic bond. This is not like, oh yeah, this is my homie, man. It's somebody I just met. Stop looking at it in a simplest form like that, because you're dealing with somebody that is hella obsessed with everything. Obsessed with it. See, they don't just get, I'm gonna say this story. This came out of a Scorpio's mouth. Oh man. Hey man, check it out. Yeah, man, I trapped my girlfriend. I got her pregnant on purpose. What? You got your girlfriend pregnant on purpose? You trapped her? Yeah, man, I trapped her so she wouldn't go anywhere. I'm like, dude. And then another thing too. You think, see, why do you guys think, when you can look at Diddy. Look at Diddy. Man got a huge bed. He didn't just buy that bed for himself. He bought that bed because he had an agenda, a hidden agenda. But people will go to his parties and say, oh man, we'll do the Diddy Bop and just, oh yeah, we're gonna have a couple drinks and chill. Yeah, we just went to a Diddy party. Bro, it's a lot more going on in that Diddy party than you guys know of. So if you thinking that it's just a party, then that's how the Scorpio stings you, because you do not see what is planned in the dark. See? Ulterior motives. See? Then you wonder why, once you went to the party, now you caught up in some type of scandal, because Scorpio rules scandals. Now the Scorpio then tapped into your money, because now they started asking for stuff. And that's what happens with Scorpio. Other people's money and resources. This is what they do. They have access. That's how they obtain it, through manipulation. So for them to thrive, they need to do these things. Now the question is, when you are Pisces, you could feel the Scorpio. Yes, a part of them, they may be loyal, but I guarantee you, if one person messed that up, they are not going to be nice to everybody else. But that's the thing. Why would they want something from you, being a Pisces, so bad if they don't trust nobody? Listen, man, it's projection. They don't trust nobody because they know they can't be trusted. So that's the thing. You do stuff to them, oh, that's when they start to realize that, okay, they see that you will do nice things and good deeds as a Pisces, but then what becomes of you guys' karmic bond? And that's why I'm saying it's dangerously toxic for a Pisces and a Scorpio. They already, both signs are karmic. So it's not like, you can't leave them alone without a confrontation. You guys are going to go at it, and you cannot be quiet. I know it sounds so easy to just leave without confrontation between you and the Scorpio Pisces. But they're going to push you too far. And this is the problem. Why let them push you that far in the first place? That's why you got to have strong boundaries, because if you don't have those boundaries, a Scorpio is going to try to walk all over you. Now, the thing about it is, when a Pisces explode, don't be surprised, Scorpio, because if a Pisces explode on you, you'd have been shaking that can for a long damn time. Little do you know, it's just a matter of seconds before that shark was going to come out and it's going to get on your ass. Yes. And it ain't, see, and the Pisces, once they explode, they're going to let all of it out. Everything that they've been seeing from day one. See, a Pisces is like this. Once they see once they see the real you, they're going to hold you to it. See? It's almost like the police show up on scene, and what do we have here? And who's the suspect? And yeah, okay, sir, we're going to detain you. You're not getting arrested, but we're going to detain you to hold you for questioning, right? So that's what a Pisces does. A Pisces is like, hold on now. I done seen two different things happen here. So let me investigate. But you're not off the chain. You're not off the hook, Mr. Scorpio. I actually am gonna pat you down, make sure you don't have any weapons that can hurt anyone or poke anyone. But you know, but this is the thing. This is the real deal here. But that's the thing. When you you have to hold a Scorpio accountable. You cannot let them like sneak past you and like say something, you know, to throw a smoke screen for them to get off the hook. And they can do this very clever. Okay, so how do I know this? I had a situation happen where I had a Scorpio friend, right? And I'm like, okay, everything seemed cool. So I'm looking like, okay, I gotta see, I know that unsettling part is there, but I don't know where it's coming from yet. So I begin to pull back. I noticed something very powerful is when you as a Pisces, you pull back from a Scorpio, they probe. They probe. They actually come out from where they're hiding. They actually come out. Hey, Pisces, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, why you didn't call me yesterday? You know, hey, you went the whole day. And it's like, wait a minute here. I only talk to my girlfriend like that. I don't talk to no, you know what I'm saying, for a guy to say that to another, no. But that's the thing with Scorpio, everything about them is all intense, it's all emotional, it's all this, you know, you didn't call me, and hey, you did this, and you went here, and you didn't say where you were going, and you know, they do all these mind games, they do all this testing and questioning and trying to rationalize what are you doing every second. But wait a minute, if just as much as you would question me, then let me question you then, Scorpio. Why you want to know my every move and what I'm doing from sun up to sundown? That's the thing you got to watch. Now, here's the thing. Scorpio cannot hide their jealousy. They can't hide it. And it comes out in such a way where you might have something new, or hey, something about you is, you know, it's spectacular. And then all of a sudden, the Scorpio will always try to downplay your success, Pisces, by saying little things like, oh, you know, is that same ugly such and such? You know, hey, I saw that already. Yeah, you told me, yeah, that's a bunch of crap. They always don't want to give you that whole, oh man, I like that. Oh, that's tight. Or, you know, give you a little, you know, kudos. They don't want to do that because they're jealous. So that's another thing. It always brings back to that whole center of that, hey, I got to be on top of things. I have to sit on my throne while you, Pisces, have to sit there on your knees, your hands and knees, and watch me. No, we're not doing that. Now, when it comes to, now, Baby Hawk, I mean, you got to understand that this is a spaz out. And see, I'm tired of the shit. I'm tired of the Scorpios thinking that, oh, I got to go around and just obtain all the power from the Pisces. It's free power, free lights over here. And no, it's not, man. It's not. And that's the thing, like, be on your stuff, man. Have your own money. Stop trying to use other people's resources. Then another thing that I noticed, a lot of Scorpios, they'll build something that's beautiful, but then they'll tear their own work down because they're not shining in it. What sense does that make? Oh, because you're not all the, you know, everybody's not coming to you and clapping for you. Now you feel small in something you created. Now you want to knock the whole thing down. See, that's the stuff when it comes to embarrassment, feeling exposed and all that type of stuff. It's like once they reach a point like that, then it's almost like, okay, the hell with it. They don't want it anymore because somebody else is benefiting from it. And they are not going to let somebody else benefit from something that they started. Could you imagine if something was very, very lucrative and it was like, man, this is a nice thing. And all of a sudden that the Scorpio is not getting any type of recognition out of that. So let's say it's benefiting you. Maybe you're getting a few, you know, people that come in and say, hey, man, I like, you know, when such and such is here. A Scorpio is going to knock that whole damn thing down. They might cancel the membership, cancel the whole entire situation so that you, hey, if you're just so happen to Pisces, guess what? You're not benefiting from something that they started. See, and that's the thing. Then another thing too, you think that's something. As I mentioned, it's always backlash. So Scorpio likes to flip the blame and make it seem like, oh, it's you. Oh, Pisces, is you. You're the one that's tearing it down. Oh, yeah. Anything you say to them, there's no accountability. Anything you say, even look at Baby Hawk right now. Let me assume you're a Scorpio. You absolutely didn't. Look, you're saying, oh, everything you're saying is not true. Bro, I know it's true. Everything I've seen Scorpios 24/7, not just one, not just two, do the same thing. And hell, the world has Diddy to actually look at to find out. Look at Diddy. So let me ask you a question. Do you condone what Diddy has done, Baby Hawk? Explain. I'm ready. I got time. No. See, I asked you a question. Do you condone what Diddy did? Yeah, we got John Wayne Gacy and Richard Ramirez, but they don't compare to Diddy, man. They don't compare to what Diddy did. And see, that's the thing. You gotta take credit. At least if you're gonna be the big bad wolf, then take the credit for it. Don't get on the live because people watching. You don't want to get exposed, Scorpio. See, you always want to hide and thrive in the dark. Guarantee you the same conversation you have outside of this camera and this YouTube, I guarantee you will start saying, yeah, I don't give a damn. I'm this type of person, and yeah, so what? Yeah. But that's the thing, you guys got revenge moves. This is what you guys do. You have a subtle sabotage within yourself of every little thing that you accomplish, everything that you come in contact with somebody else, even if somebody's doing you a favor, you ruin it just because you don't feel powerful in it. You sabotage it. Then you see, this is another thing. Why throw rocks and hide your hands? See, that's what you're doing right now. You're getting on this live and you're throwing rocks and trying to hide your hands when nobody here trusts you. I can guarantee it. And see, the thing about it is, you guys do the silent treatment and the ghosting. So who's really narcissistic here? What is the point of ghosting? You have a mouth, right? What's so hard about saying, hey, I'm leaving at 5 instead of just dipping out? What's so hard about that? You want people to feel the sting. You want people to feel the lost. See? That's the thing. You know what you're doing. Everything that you're doing is calculated. And see, the thing about it is, you have these revenge moves and you know it's in your arsenal. You can't help it. Another thing is the fact that, see, a Pisces, once they see you, Scorpio, they detach emotionally. So there's no way for you to hurt them at this point. And see, yeah, it can also cause a Pisces, yeah, even if they walk away from a situation, just know that a Pisces is willing to walk away at any given moment. A Pisces don't give a rat's a if you are rich or poor or whatever or broke. A Pisces, once you show your hand, fam, it's over with. A Pisces doesn't look at, oh yeah, these little circumstances. No, unlike you, Scorpio, because you could be fake and phony. You could be the type that, oh, this person is rich and hey, yeah, they help me out from time to time. So even if they are a bad person, I don't want to lose them as a friend. So I'm going to say, save face. I'm going to just be fake. Hey, put this little mask on that, hey, yeah, we're so, chummy and smoothie. But no, why not just keep it real? What's so hard about that? And see, the thing about it is, you Scorpios out there, what you're known for is stalking. The relationship is over. What are you still going by Tammy's house for? She doesn't want you anymore. What are you doing? What do you think you think you're big and bad? You think you Ike Turner? You think you finna go around doing that? No, so stop stalking. Stop lurking. Because yeah, people know what you're doing when you're doing it. You're not getting away with nothing. And see, that's the thing. You want to drop the guilt trips. You drop the guilt trips more than the Cancer. Because you really just think you're so damn sneaky and you're not. You're bad at it. Get over it. And see, the thing about it is, a Pisces is not going to let you back in, Scorpio. And if a Pisces does, just know a Pisces is going to deceive you. That's the illusion. That, oh, we're cool again. No. It ain't no, hey, we ain't cool again. If the Kool-Aid man had a smile on his face, it's going to be a frown on his face when you get to it. When you get a sip, because guess what? It ain't going to taste the same. Because a Pisces will let you come back thinking that, oh, you could wear the same shoes that you had on when you came in, right? When you came through the front door, right? And guess what? No, it's not the same fish. It's not the same Pisces that you thought you knew. Because now is you think revenge is something when you dealing with a Pisces that's been scorned, especially a dark-sided Pisces, bro. Every Pisces out there knows that what I'm talking about. Yeah, we'll let you come back just to show you that, oh, you think you can manipulate, you think you could do this little slick stuff. Guess what? I'm finna do you even 2 times, 3 times worse. And you ain't even gonna know it's me. You ain't gonna even think that I could do such a thing. But see, that's the thing. Pisces knows that, why would I stoop to your level? See? Because that's gonna make me look bad if I'm trying to stoop down to you. So guess what? If a Pisces does let you come back, it's not to redeem yourself, it's to end your cycle. See, Pisces could put belt to ass any way it goes. You could either learn the easy way or you could learn the hard way. Either way, your cycle is going to be ended, sir, ma'am. And yeah, it's nothing you could do about it. So yeah, as a Pisces, and a Pisces knows their strategy, it's much more powerful than a Scorpio, because a Scorpio is too dumb to figure it out. They don't know how to do it the easy way. And see, yeah, a Pisces will, yeah, they'll stay silent. You're not going to win that war. A Pisces, you play that silent game with a Pisces, and guess what? I guarantee you're going to break character. Yep. You're going to be like, damn, it's so damn quiet in here. Ain't nobody said nothing for the last 35 days in this office. Well, a Pisces will ignore you. You will not ever get that Pisces attention. I don't give a damn. You could dance. You could tap dance in the room. You could turn the music up loud. It's not going to work, fam. It's not. It's over with. There is no coming back from that Pisces silence. And see, yes, it's consistent. Yes. Yes, it doesn't stop. So yeah, Scorpio, you could do little things and, oh yeah, they're mad. Yeah, they're mad at me because I said such, this and that. They didn't get what. No, once the Pisces ignore you, you're going to be haunted by that silence, because you're going to go home at night and be like, dang, you know what? I used to talk to that Pisces every day. We used to eat chips and laugh and stuff on break. And now this Pisces ain't saying nothing to me. What did I do? What did I say? Now the joke's on you. Because once a Pisces gets in your head rent-free, it's over with. Now you sitting up there delusional, thinking, oh man, dang, the Pisces stopped talking to me. I wonder what I did. What did I say? Like, dang, it's been 3 freaking weeks and he's still not talking to me. Why all these whys, right? And you're delusional to what really happened. What did you do? You forgot, right? Stop acting. See, that's the worst. That's the thing with some of you people out there. You always try to act like, oh, I forgot what happened. No, man, that's the thing. Then you're going to end, then like I say, how a Pisces end up doing you, that's your fault. And see, the thing about it is, Pisces, with your strategy, you're not going to open up doors. No, like I said, once it's over, it's over. That's what a Pisces does best, is they close the door. Isn't that so beautiful? That's like saying, okay, yeah, you're done. You absolutely have no integrity. So guess what? We're just going to close the door shut. See? Until you realize that, hey, this little mind game, this little BS doesn't work with everybody. Guess what? Until you learn, maybe that door will open, but it's going to be a new one, because you will never be able to use that same bull crap ever again. Especially with that Pisces, how they're going to make you feel after trying that dumb stuff. They're going to do it to protect their energy at all costs and others. Because Pisces has a purpose. They not only doing things for themselves, they're trying to help others not to go through that same BS with you. See? So that's the thing. Another thing, like I say, when you confront a Scorpio, remember this. Confrontation only brings a temporary relief. You know, we're not talking about Advil and, you know, these type of things that, yeah, you feel better once you're taking it. It's for a longer period of time. No, This is just a temporary relief. But here's the thing. When you do this confrontation, just know that it invites a Scorpio their feeling to get revenge on you. See? Just for confronting them, they will feel like I'm talking about. I am saying like gun ho. They are going to be so mad behind the scenes. Like don't get me wrong, a Scorpio behind the scenes, they'll cry. They feel pain before they actually get into that revenge mindset. So that don't let it fool you, because you'll never see them cry. They do it behind the scenes. They do it in the dark. They do it when they just alone, you know, in the bed or in the car where they're away from people. They're bawling down, they're tearing, you know, they're sitting up there angry as hell, crying. So as long as they are in front of people, they always try to act like, oh, they got the poker face. They try to make it seem like, oh, you know, they're so powerful and just, you know, nothing bothers them. Watch that. When they try to act unbothered, listen, let me tell you how much energy that takes. How much energy does it take to walk around with pride and arrogance and try to act like your shit don't stink and that nothing hurts you? It takes too much energy to do that. So when you're doing that, you got a lot to hide. See, you have a lot of issues because you should be able to naturally just walk around. You don't have to put on a mean face. This also goes out to you. So, you know, not to get off topic, but those of you that are always trying to look tough and trying to look like gangster 24/7, just smile, man. Damn, you just smile. What's wrong with smiling? It costs 2 cents. But see, you want to walk around, you want to project this image. You want people to be afraid of you because you're afraid of everybody else. See, that's another thing I always say. Projection. See, everybody projects because listen, if you look at the world in such a way that everybody comes to reunite with one another with some type of defense mechanism, because the fear of judgment, people are afraid to be judged. People are afraid to be different. And see, as soon as someone says, oh yeah, I don't really like such and such because they're weird. And it's like, oh, are they really weird, or you just don't know what they're actually up to? You don't have a clue of what they're into and what interests them. So that's why you hate them, because you can't figure them out. Just walk around with that truth and say, I don't understand this person and what they're about, because they're doing something I absolutely have no idea what they're doing. But don't sit there and try to look cool and try to say, oh yeah, this is such and such. Yeah, he's kind of weird, man. He's talking about the zodiac signs 24/7. And I walked past it. I was just taking a break, and then all of a sudden he was just sitting there talking about his moon, and his moon is in the 10th house. And yeah, man, if you don't understand what they're saying, fam, don't try to knock them down because you don't know what they're talking about. And that's what a lot of you do. You get on here in the chat and you just mumble, you know, I call it scraping and scrambling. See, because that's what you do when you fry an egg. You know, you're in there whipping, you know, scraping and scrambling. You're trying to put something together. You're trying to work something, you know. And you're doing all this because you absolutely don't know what the hell is going on. But you know it's energy there, see? That's the thing. So a lot of you just come here and you just like to clown because you actually just don't know what the hell's going on. But you like the energy, see? So you're getting something out of it, which is good. Now, another thing is don't overshare with a Scorpio. Don't do it. When you overshare with a Scorpio, you're giving them the right to hurt you. Scorpio is not good with information. See? They can't. I'm gonna tell you, when they investigate something, they take all this information and then they try to find some type of evil way to use it against people. What is the point of getting the information for then? If you're gonna use the information, use it to what? A greater cause. But that's the thing, when you give Scorpio the power, they do not know how to use that power, man. It only takes okay, put it like this. When they reach a higher sense of self, meaning they've been purified, going into the rising phoenix, that's the only time they'll actually start to do things different. But as long as they're in that snake form, they're gonna behave like a snake. See? And what do snakes, why are they so low to the ground anyway in the first place? And that goes to them being low to the ground. It's a frequency that they thrive off of. That frequency is closer to hell. See? It's at the bottom. And you got to understand, bottom feeders, those that actually reach at the ankles, and those, the ankle biters, the ones that, they don't attack you face to face. They attack you low, below the belt for a reason. See? Bottom feeders and ankle biters, they do this because they do not want you to notice them. See? And what they're doing. You can't see what's in front of you if it's actually on the ground. If it's at a lower frequency, it could be attacking you all day. That's where demons, did you know that's where demons, they come from the lower frequency? See? And that's the thing. They come from a low place. And that's how Scorpios, they're not, I'm telling you, if they are not healed and they wasn't raised in a good family, and if they didn't have all that, oh, you best believe they're gonna be off the chain. A Scorpio could go through hell and back and they can go to a bad situation and then come right back, being the same person that they were. So it's like, damn, you went through hell and back, and then you bringing the you. I see you all with the smoke and the chaos. It comes with you. See, it's a package deal. So stop thinking that, oh man, the Scorpio, yeah, man, he go to church, man, he play the piano. It ain't nowhere in hell that he would be the bad person, man. The guy, hey, he always brings, canned goods and feeds the homeless. Okay, what is he doing after that? See, you don't know what he's doing after that. I guarantee you he's doing something that you would never know. It could be absolutely disgusting of something that he could be doing in the dark. That the world don't have no idea he's doing it. See? And that's something that you really got to watch. Now, here's another thing. I'm not done. Here's another thing. You have to protect your ideas. Scorpio transmutes energy. They transmute pain into situations. They use resources from other people to build their own. So if you give them a bright idea, they're going to take it for everything that it's worth. And you won't get any credit for it. So protect your ideas. See, you need to document those wins so Scorpio can't steal the credit. See? Don't give them anything. I don't care if they're asking to be, because another thing too, they love to be tied to the resources and the finances. See? So if you're in a relationship with them, guess what? They're going to want to be in control of the money and, the paying the bills, and, it got to go through them. See? You got to hit their hands first. Why is that? Just in case the relationship fails, they want to be able to deplete the account. See? They want to be able to sabotage. See, they have to be in positions of power in order to be in positions of sabotage. In case it all fails, I need to be able to push that one button that ruins the whole thing. See? You cannot give a Scorpio power. You cannot give them the keys right away. They have to earn it. And I'm talking about that's through trust, that's through transparency, that's through integrity. They have to be honorable figures for it. You can't just give them stuff, because if they get something that they didn't work for, they are not going to respect you for it. They're not going to take you serious. And in their mind, they're going to say, oh man, I really got this kid for everything that, all his good deeds and everything. And I don't deserve it. And hey, I'm just a SOB. And they're going to say these things to themselves and say, wow, how clever am I, to do this, and how, I manipulated this guy, and whoop-de-woo. They're going to use those terms and think that they are so great at it. And little do they know, it's like, look, that didn't all happen. That's all in your head, because Scorpio, they're there to plant the seed to change your way of thinking. See, you let a Scorpio work on you, that's what they're going to do to you. They're going to change your mind frame from the way that you think into how they want you to think. See, that benefits them. That's manipulation. Pulling the strings from behind the scenes. All while they're sitting there, not doing anything, got their feet kicked up and telling you what to do. That's the worst place you would want to be with the Scorpio. So what am I saying? Keep your boundaries firm, because otherwise it's going to be hell to pay. And see, don't chase the silence. If they were to ghost you or ignore you, let them reveal themselves. That's the power in. See, intuition that's why I love intuition. Because when someone is silent, that's the perfect time for you to pay even more close attention to them. Because now, as they are quiet, that allows you to not be distracted by any noise. So now you're able to allow them to reveal their hand. See, you would never be able to see a Scorpio's cards until things get quiet. Then lo and behold, they lay their cards out, and for you clearly to see with clarity what they're doing. See, that's the perfect time. So if you could beat them to it, that's why you'll be able to sting them. See, or help them sting themselves, because that's what they do. That's another thing that they do. They have a fear of loss. So if they lose, they can't handle it. They can actually, and I'm gonna tell you, so crazy is that if they lose in a situation, they will tell themselves that they actually won. See, because there's no way in their mind for them to lose a situation, a relationship, a game, anything. They always tell themselves that, oh, I won, or hey, let's do it again. They, for those of you that play games, or you guys could be watching a football game, and guarantee if they lose a bet, they're gonna want to bet it. They're gonna want to bet on something else, just so they can get another win elsewhere. It's like, wait a minute, you lost the bet. Now you're sitting here trying to bet on some other stuff because you're just a sore loser. See? No, let me have a little arm room and let me gloat and let me have my win for tonight. We're not gonna be betting on other things, baseball, and hey, no, we're not doing all that, because now you're just trying to get your money back in a slick way. Now, when it comes to peace, is more powerful than revenge. See? And that's what Pisces stands for. Hey, let's just keep the peace, man. You can be an a-hole and I can be a good guy. Or hey, I could be an a-hole, you be, we can have it if that makes you feel better, Scorpio. So let's do it like that. So that way I have my peace. See, you could keep all that powerful stuff and all that hunger for power stuff to yourself. Now, you got to ask yourself at the end of the day, you guys, is Scorpio worth a friendship for Pisces? I mean, if you guys had let's say if you guys, okay, for instance, let's say Nicole Smith says scorpions crawl on the ground, claws like a crab, like a sweet cancer, then the stinger. Yeah, that's the thing. They sting when they are the most vulnerable. And that hurts the most because you don't expect it. You don't expect it and you don't see it coming, because you would think a person would be grateful, right? No, you cannot think. See, that's another thing that gets Pisces in trouble. Pisces likes to look at the world and giving chances and saying, oh, giving the wrong people a chance, in other words. So it's like you may know people that have bad character, and you may not want to judge them for it. And you as a Pisces, you may see the good in others, but that gets you in trouble, because if Luke is a bad friend, let's put it like that, and he's not just a bad friend to you, he's a bad friend to such and some people right? You letting him use your car to go to a party for the night, and you're like, hey, and that tends to happen to Pisces. Pisces, I know a lot of y'all go through the same thing. People are always quick to ask you for favors and things that's like, these particular people that ask you to use your stuff, they're always the type of people that other people, they don't help, they wouldn't help them. Why? because they have already burned bridges with other people to get to that point. So it's always like, oh, well, hey, my Pisces friend thinks I'm a good person. So let's ask him then. Let's ask him for a ride. Let's see if we can use his car for the night to go to the party. We're not going to tell the Pisces that we're going to drink afterwards. So then here comes hey, you know, party's over. We're all drunk and we're buzzed out, right? Oh, well, I ended up, boom, crashing into a damn, I crashed into a light pole and bent the tree or something in that Pisces vehicle. Now I just ruined the Pisces car. And everything from that point before that adds up to where now this person is a bad person. Nobody else trusted that person with their vehicle, but the Pisces gave them a chance. Giving those chances is what ends up hurting you, Pisces, is what I'm saying. So you got to be careful with like giving the wrong person a chance. See, because you had that compassionate nature, you really had the empathy. So people know who to ask. You know, they're like, hey, I know my grandma's not gonna let me use her car, and I know Brenda, yeah, I already took her car, and hey, I was going too long, and whoop-de-woo-de-woo, and then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, that Pisces, oh, yeah, I know that they'll let me use it because, yeah, they actually think I'm a good person, and I burnt them so many times that I know they'll let me do it, you know, they'll let me, you know, forgive me or something. So it's like, people, they like to use Pisces, and then they end up abusing Pisces. See, so that's the thing. You have to get to a point where you cannot let people, the wrong people, let's keep it exact, let's keep it that way, you know, have your space and your energy, because they will, if they have a bad reputation, it's for a reason. That, you know, it doesn't just come to you, you know, it's a bad reputation for a reason. That they've burned other people. So if you know that they're a bad person, it's like, okay, I'm sorry, I can't let you use my car. You have a history of, you know, DUIs and whoop-de-woo-de-woo. I'm sorry, I can't do it. And that's the thing. What I know, a lot of Pisces hate to be in a position of that, you know, a position like that, because it's like you have you are very capable of hurting somebody without trying. See, that's the whole inner conflict of the fishes, that, you know, they go back and forth. You having all this going on within your mind, Pisces, is that, do I tell them what it is, or do I, you know, do I kind of spin it off, or I don't say anything? It's like, well, now I feel like I'm in a rock and a hard place, so it is what it is. I got to tell them the truth. And then, you know, the truth could possibly split you guys apart. See, because one thing a Pisces hates is that, did I say it right? It could be your approach. Maybe it's too aggressive, and you're like, man, I don't want to say it. And then what does Pisces try to do? Try to get somebody else to say it for him. Hey, man, can you go over there and tell Ricky Bobby that I can't take him tonight because, you know, I got plans tonight and I got to pick my son up. And little do they know, Pisces, you just don't want to do the shit. You just don't want to. It ain't got nothing to do with the kids. It don't got nothing to do with nothing. But then you're good at getting somebody else to do your dirty work. So just with that empathy comes influence. See, Pisces is the master of illusions. And Pisces is the master of influences. So a Pisces can really influence you to do something. Yes. And see, this is the problem. The dark side, shout out to the dark side, Pisces. Because the dark side, Pisces knows this well, is that influence that a Pisces can have. Look at Bin Laden, if y'all think I'm bullshitting. Look at Bin Laden. Bin Laden is a prime example of being a great influencer. He had all those people brainwashed to think just craziness, like, and he had all those people willing to, you know, go ham on the US for him. See, for his belief. Little do they know that they did not know that the agenda was that this man really had beef with the US. That's what it was really about. But I ain't gonna go off into all that. But yeah, That's just to tell you guys that, yeah, Pisces can influence very well. So if a Pisces doesn't want to do something, they're not going to do it. But they'll have someone else. They'll have a representative meet you there and tell you. Because Pisces can make good deals. See, one thing with Pisces and being able to escape things is that Pisces, they know how to talk to people. See, they're very good at making deals. See, when it comes to Judas Iscariot, now I'm going to talk about him. Now, he sold Jesus for a couple shekels of silver. So that was a bad deal. But I'm just saying, like, look where he was placed. In a situation with money. See? And for that money, he made a bad deal. He also showed his hand. See? Because whatever it was something that he wanted more of than that situation. See? That's why I said you could be deceived by a Pisces. And I'm talking about no matter what the sign. See, a Capricorn could deceive you too, but not like a Pisces. See, because a Pisces, I'm going to tell you, I was done the worst way by a Pisces, and I didn't even see it coming. Like, I was deceived. And I'm talking about in the worst way. I was working this job, and I ain't going to lie, I kept walking off, and I would go in my car and go to sleep, right? So I was basically sleeping on the clock. And I never saw this Pisces, but he saw me. He goes and tells my boss that, hey, your officer is, at certain times of the night, he's going in his car and going to sleep. I'm like, no, I didn't go to sleep. So then they called me in the office. Guess who's sitting across from me? And my boss is right next to him, the Pisces. And the Pisces is looking like a freaking, what do they call those things? It's like I forgot the name. It's like a woodchuck. He looked like a woodchuck or one of those, I forgot the name of it. It's like a little weasel. He looked at like, I just forgot what I was. It was like a weasel. He looked at like a chipmunk in such a way. But anyway, that had nothing to do. But this is the thing. This fool, I'm talking about straight-faced, just regular, green jacket. He asked me several questions in there. And I was just heated because I'm like, man, how the hell did they know that I was sleeping in the car? I had never seen anybody. I always check my surroundings. But this little weasel was lurking. Just like when Martin Luther King got killed. That sniper that killed him was a Pisces. And that sniper saw Martin Luther King loafing. And that's the same way that Pisces man saw me loafing on that camera. I did not see him. See that? He saw me, and he, behind the scenes, he's playing with me. See, that's the thing. That's why I say when a Pisces go about doing something, they play with their food before they eat it. See? The shark don't just go after what it, maybe unless it's hungry, but most times the shark just plays with his food first. Let it bleed, let it squirm and get, act like it's getting away from you, and then I pull it back to me. And see, that's what he was doing with me. He's watching me from afar from a camera that I don't even know he's on, and he's tracking my times. 5 o'clock. Oh, here he go. He's going to the car, going nap, going to sleep. Boom. 7:02. Boom. So he had me caught. And I'm going to tell y'all, after the talk between me and my boss and the Pisces, I got fired, right? And I said, show me proof. You know what the Pisces did? He pulled out a tape recorder. And he tape recorded my conversations with the other workers. And I'm like, what the hell is this? This man had a tape recorder? Y'all, are you kidding me? He can't have a tape recorder in the damn, like, what? So this man is, what, Inspector Gadget? See, that's what I'm saying. You can't underestimate a Pisces because they're very slick and clever when they're doing stuff to catch you. They will catch you one way or another. And it's like when they catch you and you find out how they caught you, it's like you just freeze up. You just freeze up. Just like a freeze pop. You just freeze up. And it's nothing. You just stuck in that hole. You're stuck in a reaction that you don't even know how you got yourself in it. It's almost like, wait a minute, am I really seeing what I'm seeing? Because that's how, and it's too late. See, what your reaction to what they're doing is too late. So don't even try it, fam. Now, let's see. Okay, and I got some more for y'all. So when it comes to, let me see here. Y'all let me know y'all any situation stories with y'all Scorpio that y'all may have known that may have done some of the things, or if not something different, let me know. But what I've given you guys is a survival guide, because that's the main thing that you're gonna want. It's gonna be a part 2, part 3 to this Spazz out, because I'm telling you, I've only covered just the mere, like the small episodes of it. I haven't even gave y'all everything. Now, the thing about it is you have to handle them. See, when you have something like them nearby, when you have them around, you have to put a handle on them. You have to control them. And I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm saying in a good way. You just got to watch them and really separate, give yourself some space, and don't let them just have their way with you, because that's one of the ways that get you in a attachment to where if you're that close, they're gonna sting you. And see, when they sting you, it's the pain, it lasts, it like lingers. See, it lasts longer than what you would think it to last, because you'll say like, damn, this person did this. But that's the thing, if somebody was to strike you and they're being very calculative about it, it's gonna hurt, because everything that they're doing was planned. There was a lot of energy that was put into that attack. So you can't just sit up there and just be like, oh yeah, it's gonna be something light. See? And that's the thing. You and you cannot stomach the backlash from a Scorpio. Oh, it gets deep. It gets deep. See, and that's the thing. And I understand that's what you're trying to avoid the whole time, Pisces. You do not want to even get in the ring with Scorpio, because you don't want to waste your energy and your time with that whole backlash situation. But here's the thing, that Scorpio, they don't stop. See, that is the detriment. And that's how they reach their karma the fastest. They don't stop. They don't know how to stop. They don't know how to let go. See? And what happens when you hold on to something that no longer serves you, right? You're holding on to something that no longer serves you. It starts to eat you up, starts to deteriorate. It starts to become super, super toxic. And what do you got? You got the Scorpio grip that's just holding that steering wheel, just holding that whatever it is that's hurting them. They just don't want to let go. That's just how much control that they want to have in that situation. See, think about that. If you hold on to something that's hurting you, then why would you want to fall in love with that thing that's hurting you, right? Because you're just holding on so for dear life, and just you're afraid to let go, right? So that lets you know there's a fear there for change, because now you have to adapt. See, you see how Pisces is more advanced than Scorpio in that aspect, is that a Pisces can let go and detach emotionally and adapt to something new. See, a new cycle, something new. not a Scorpio. See, if you take away something that they've attached themselves to, they will hold on to it because they don't want to go for something new, because now they have to learn it. They have to control it. They have to manipulate. They have to do all these different things because whatever they're going through is so intense. It's an extreme emotion, intense emotion for them in the first place. So they have to apply their emotion. They have to prepare themselves for something new. So that's why you find a lot of Scorpios staying attached to those bad past relationships. They still with that crazy baby mama. They still with her. She done slashed the tires. She done all the stuff. Guess what? Scorpio ain't going nowhere. He's still there. He would be the type of dude that will still be with that woman, but was incarcerated for what? 25 years. He gets out of prison. Guess what? He's still with that woman. See, but in her eyes, she gets manipulated. And she says, oh, that's because he's loyal. Oh, because he loved me. That's my man because he loved me and he really cared about me. He was in the slammer, and guess what? He's still with me, right? And then it's like, no. He knows where that free honey and milk is coming from. See? And he knows you're going to keep that bottle warm. And he know you're going to change his diaper whenever he messes up. And guess what? That's why that Scorpio stays there. Why do you think he goes deep in it in the first place? See, he knows that whatever he knows the resources are there. That's what makes him feel comfortable. Why should I leave? See, he knows what kind of woman you are. So that's what he uses to his advantage. See? And we ain't even going to talk about the intimacy because that's a whole nother animal. A Scorpio will use that for power. See? Why? Because it's going to put you in a position of vulnerability. See, the more vulnerable you are to a Scorpio, the more they penetrate. You see that? And not only do they penetrate your mind in order for you to become fully controlled. Then all of a sudden, you won't be able to think for yourself. You'll be like, I can go for a pepperoni pizza right now. They got that 12-inch going on for what? $4.99 or $5.99, right? Oh, hey, Scorpio, you think you want to eat a 12-inch pizza tonight? Yeah, they got that deal going. You're going to be looking to go for that Scorpio opinion. And hey, what do you think was best for tonight? And don't even know that the Scorpio has really put their grips on you and got you like that. But you didn't start off like that when you first met the Scorpio. They transform your way of thinking, fam. They transform, and that's the thing. Oh, you was authentic when you first met me, but all of a sudden you start telling these lies because you've been hanging with that Scorpio. See, that's what Scorpio does. See, when it comes to that death, rebirth, that being exposed, transformation, you will not be the same person you were when you first met them. No. They will turn you inside out. You won't even think there is a such thing as such after dealing with a Scorpio. They could be the most abusive. See, they can show you the boogeyman, and hey, ain't nobody ever seen him. Ain't nobody ever seen the boogeyman. But you done seen the boogeyman within that Scorpio, guaranteed. He gonna do something to you. Oh, even he or she, they're gonna do something to show you that it exists. See that? And it could be something demonic. It could be something crazy. It could be something taboo related to anything. They will show you. That's the dangerous part about a Scorpio. They will show you how dangerous they are. See, if you do something, and let's say you disagree with them. Oh, they're going to show you. See, they're going to show you. They'll get violent, do anything that it takes for them to manipulate, to control you, to make you do what they want. Now, how powerful is that? Yeah, they get into it with their family. Yeah, they get into it with their family members a lot. They get into it with everybody. It's very hard for a Scorpio to keep a friendship. Why is that? Because it's too friendly there. There's no pain in it. They don't see, that's the thing. They're attracted to pain. They're attracted to chaos. They're attracted to something that is friction, something going on, something crazy going on. And that's the type of friends they like to keep. They're considered wild individuals. So if they find somebody that's friendly, peaceful, like a Pisces, they're like, in their mindset, they're like, why is this person like this? What are they so chipper and chummy about? What is funny? Why are you smiling? You know, like, did I tell you you can smile? Did I do something like to make you laugh? Like, that's how they're going to actually start to watch you and observe you like that. And you know what they're going to say? They're going to look at that as being vulnerable when you smile, because they're going to see what you're doing within themselves and say, wait a minute. The last time I smiled, somebody did this to me. The last time I was happy and chummy, somebody took advantage of me. So when you do so, they will trigger that traumatic situation that happened to them to you. See? Because that makes them feel like they conquered that within themselves. So if they feel hurt, they're going to project that onto you. See? Now, the prize of it all, the benefit of it, will be the reaction. See, they work so hard for the reaction. See, once they get the reaction, that's confirmation that they are in control. Once they get you to explode, that's the reaction. See, that gives them the green light. They're like, yes, I got control. Yes, I got the control. See, because now they know that you let them piss you off. Now that's control. See, so they can just push your buttons any time, set you off, ghost you, do silent treatment, and you react. See, that's why I said the best thing you could do is walk away and don't look back. Now I'm talking about past tense. I'm talking about if you are in a situation where you may find it's difficult to lead the Scorpio. They're just not catching the hints. They're just not, even if you told them directly, verbally, online. It's not going to hit home because that Scorpio is stubborn. See, that's the thing. That's how you know what they want. And that's how they reveal their true hand with you in the first place. Because when, hold on, you guys, I got to get some water. It's like when they become, okay, so when it's the silence, that's when you find out that, okay, this Scorpio is trying to control me. See? So if they're ghosting you and they're playing these mind games, that's what it's for. They haven't got the reaction. So they go back to the drawing board. See? And that's what you got to watch out for. So that's another thing too, is that hold on, you guys. Let's see here. And see, there's another thing too, is the fact that they're going to take these attempts to get a Pisces to back down, to surrender. See? So they want to assert dominance over situations. Especially when they're dealing with Pisces. This is why the revenge games are played. See? And they have to pull you into that realm. They have to pull you into the ring with them of emotions, intense emotions. Because that's where they know they can gaslight you at and get you into a state of mind of reaction, reacting to them. See, anytime you react to a Scorpio, That's how they sting you. They pull you, they reel you in. They're magnetic. They pull you towards them. They sting you. As soon as you get stung, you start to, lose your senses. You're not really in your right mind because you're reacting to what they're doing. You're reacting to the sting. See, you're trying to prove yourself. You're trying to, talk. You're trying to rationalize. But if you stick to the core principles of boundaries, you won't even go that far with them. See, one thing's for certain is, and this is funny because a Pisces is very good at this. Remember I said Pisces is the master of illusions. The very first, I'm gonna do a video about this to explain it further. But what a Pisces would do, this is one of the major most, and it's actually kind of fun if you really think about it. If you actually really use it, you'll be like, damn, that actually works. Is that Pisces will make you think you won. See, that's the number one illusion. Is a Pisces is like, you won, man. Yeah, you got it, bro. You won. I'm absolutely, I lost. You won, man. You fall for that, bro. It's nothing like thinking you won something when you actually didn't. When that person make you feel like you won. See? And the joke's on you is like you didn't, I really know you didn't win, but I'm gonna let you think and feel like you won. And see, that illusion right there destroys Scorpio. It ain't nothing they can do. They cannot even, you outmaneuver them when you do this because they can't do it back. See, even when I'm gonna tell you the secret. They not only can they not do it back to you, but now they're reacting. See, Scorpios hate vulnerability. They hate being vulnerable. Anything that makes them look weak, anything that makes them second guess, anything that makes them react, guess what? They're going to sting themselves. They're going to hurt themselves because they cannot damn sure see you hurt them. See? And as soon as I'm going to tell you, every time you put them into that vulnerable state, guess what? They're going to ghost. They're going to ghost. Every time. I'm just here to tell you guys, I know you Scorpios in here watching. You can't fuck with a Pisces. Just stop. Just stop. There's no astrologer out there that could tell you otherwise. Don't let them gas you up. It's cap if they say, oh yeah, Scorpios is a boy powerful as Pisces and all this stuff. No. Because a Pisces doesn't waste energy. When they do this, they just draw the illusion, and guess what it does? It outweighs a facade every time. And drawing that illusion is so easy. I'm going to tell you how powerful the illusion is. The illusion is so strong that many fall right into the trap. See, you fall into the illusion, a Pisces it's like invisible tornadoes. They just confuse you even more. Now you're even super lost more than you were even before you fell for the illusion. Once you fall for the illusion, there is no way for you to actually figure out what the hell is going on. See? It's almost like you just get into it and you just like, wait, did I actually win? Like, I thought I won the war. But wait a minute. I didn't even know a war was going on in the first place. See? That's why I say people don't do their research on illusions. It's a reason why things always look different. See? It's not about intellect. It's not about, oh yeah, I'm the smartest kid in the room. It's not about none of that for an illusion. See, the Pisces shows you what you want to see. And little do you know, there's no way for it. See, this is the thing. A Pisces creates the illusion for nobody to be able to figure out what it's doing, because there is no way of figuring out. A Pisces, you are given nothing to go off of. You are just given a piece of paper with your name on it, and guess what? You write your name on the paper, and guess what? A Pisces takes that paper back and says, you know what? Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.